Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tarot with Titania reading of the week for February 3rd to the 10th, 2023. Here we are in February. I invite you to close your eyes and join me in taking 3 nice deep breaths. And I invite you to see a tree root coming down from the base of your spine, going down deep into Mother Earth and anchoring you in this now moment. Knowing that that tree root is not only grounding you and pulling you into this present time, but it is a conduit through which anything that no longer serves you can easily pass down into Mother Earth and become compost for your new good growth. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I'm here with all of your children now and in the future. Collectively, we are going to be doing the reading of the week for February 3rd to 10th, 2023. My intention is to be a clear channel for the information we most need to receive right now, and to provide that in a manner that we will easily hear, understand, and integrate for our well-being and the well-being of anyone whose life we touch. I call upon my higher self and the higher selves of all those participating this week, as well as an overlighting angel of communication to facilitate this exchange, to ensure that it happens in the highest and best way possible, and that we address all that is in our collective heart and mind at this time to our satisfaction in the window that we have together today. I'd also like to invite the 4 archangels to come and hold the 4 directions around us. Across time and space, wherever you are part of this circle of light. I invite Raphael to hold the east, Michael to hold the south, Gabriel to hold the west, and Uriel to hold the north. Thank you for coming. We set the tone for ease, for clarity, for wisdom, for transformation, for upliftment, for empowerment, for peace and healing. Anything that doesn't match these frequencies of love and light is welcome to go now. And with that, let's get started. Okay. Well, I don't know how any of you've been doing, but the energies certainly are shifting with all of the planets going forward these past few weeks. It feels like there's a surge of energy, at least in my world. Hopefully there is one in yours. I just finished and submitted a paper today for my studies, my homeopathy studies. I'm very pleased about that. Feeling very free at the moment, despite the fact that I have other things I'm going to have to do very soon, but I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. And with that, Creator, what is it that we need to know this week? What is it that we need to be aware of for our highest and greatest good, that we may show up in the best way possible, contribute our gifts in the most significant and helpful way possible for our good and the good of everyone whose life we touch, and the good of our amazing home planet here, Earth. Okay. And here we are, the reading for this week. We are starting with the King of Wands, the fire element, creativity, inspiration, and passion. But the masculine aspect of that, the masculine aspect of mastery of this suit of creativity, inspiration, and passion. So this is sitting, as we know, in the recent past, but it's not really so much the past as it is something. This is from our previous experience, and it is relevant in our now and into our future. So this idea of being the master of our creative fire, our generative potential, understanding what it takes to bring our ideas into the world, to bring our generative capacity into the world. And that doesn't have to be something big or complicated. It can be baking a cake or making something. Starts with the inspiration, and then we follow the inspiration with action, and then we have a result in the world. And because it's the masculine quality, it's that very linear, practical, have a plan, work the plan kind of quality. It's more, again, that idea, logical, linear, practical. So this energy of how do we take something from the idea, the realm of inspiration, the realm of ideas, and bring it down into reality in wonderful ways, bringing our inspiration down and through to materialize in the third dimensional realm. That's what this card is about, is understanding how to do that, how to take these inspirations that we have. And once again, when I say how to do that, I don't mean you need to know all the steps or understand even how to do it necessarily. It's more, you've done it before. There is an understanding in your field about how to do that, how to take a dream, how to take an idea, how to take an inspiration and bring it into three-dimensional manifestation. So as I said, this doesn't have to be something big and complicated. It can be like just starting with an idea, starting with an idea to bake a cake, an idea to go out for a cup of coffee, meet up with a friend, whatever it is. The inspiration starts, it triggers you, and then you take action. And there's a series of steps that you follow, and ultimately there's a result at the end. So this is the energy or the quality of this card. So it's important. It's important to know that we've done this in the past. We can do this again in the future. We are very, very capable co-creators with the universal life force when we engage with it intentionally. So into our present, into our future, we're going to need this. We're going to need our knowingness around this. Our present card is the card of love, the Ace of Hearts. Aces are like acorns. They have the capacity to grow up into beautiful oak trees full of life and vigor and more acorns. So in our present field, we have the energy of love. So it's kind of interesting because we have this generative capacity, this generative energy, this juicy, fiery, inspiring quality with this. And in our present, we have this beginning, this initiation, or this starting energy of love, of more love. Like I said, you start with an acorn, you plant an oak tree, and you'll wind up with lots and lots and lots of acorns. That's the quality of love. It amplifies and expands and is abundant. And if we look at the energy of nature, we see that all around us. There's no paucity or scarcity in the energy of nature. There is just this incredible generosity and givingness, if you want to call it that, of nature. So we're tapping into the energy of the present this week, is this energy of love. Tapping into universal love, tapping into our hearts and feeling the love that we have for this planet. It really feels like the energy this week is more about the bigger picture than it is necessarily about the minutia of our lives. This is, as I said, universal love. It can mean love for a partner. It can mean love for a child. It can mean love for your home, that kind of thing. But the energy this week feels larger than that. It feels like universal love. How do we tap into that field of love for all that is, and the field of love that has generated all that is? Everything that we experience in our reality ultimately has kind of come out of this quality of generosity, of love. You think about the energy of the sun. It just keeps emitting. It's just this constant sending forth of life force. And you could say, in a way, that's a form of love. That energy of life sending more light, more energy out into the world to create more life. It's just this moreness, this field of continuation. So this energy is important this week. We're tapping into universal love. We're tapping into our connection, our love of life, our love of the universe, our love of place, of ourselves in this life experience. It's really lovely. And the near future card, we have the Fool, one of my favorite cards. And the Fool is like the beginning of summer holidays when you're a kid. That limitless potential, that stepping out into the world wondering, how will the universe surprise and delight me today? Looking with fresh eyes and eagerness for the experience of embodiment and being here now on the planet. So we have this fresh energy in our near future. We're starting new. We're starting fresh. And, if we extrapolate this to the larger human story that we're living in right now, there's a lot that's changing and a lot that feels uncertain. But rather than going into a place of fear, it's far more powerful and enlivening and empowering to tap into the energy of possibility. The possibility, what could we create? What could we generate? We've generated wonderful things in the past. Humanity as individuals does it, And humanity as a collective does it. Humanity rises brilliantly whenever there is a challenge. We distinguish what it is that we want and we move in that direction. That is a constant. That is one of our gifts as humanity. It's one of our superpowers, if you want to call it that. And when we power that generative capacity from our love of ourselves, our love for each other, our love for this world, our connection to all that is, if we drop into that, and that is easily done, well, easily, relatively, that is more readily done through practices like meditation, like yoga, like qigong, like tai chi. Those are the ones I know. That's why I keep mentioning them. But these practices open our hearts. You know, another wonderful practice is a beauty practice. Looking for that which cracks your heart open, because that's what beauty does. Beauty opens us up to love. It's absolutely miraculous. But this is the essential. It's getting to that place of love, of caring, of connection to all life everywhere, and flowing our piece of it out into the world, that generative piece, allowing ourselves to be inspired by our love so that we can carry forth out into the world. And this energy of the Fool is so exciting because it's the beginning of the journey. The story here is the Fool is setting out. It's early in the morning. It's a beautiful day. And the Fool doesn't really know where the end of the day will bring him. But he's going out on this journey and this adventure. And his heart is light and he's singing and he's having a wonderful, wonderful time. He's looking out into the possibility space of life and he's ready to meet life wherever it connects him, wherever it takes him. So this is the quality that we're moving towards. It's like, if the sky is the limit, what would you create? If you could create anything, if somebody gave you a magic wand and said, hey, you're going to create the new reality for humanity, starting in your own experience, what would you generate? What would you want for you, for your family, for your community, for the world, for all life on the planet? What are the things that you would want to be nourishing with your attention and your focus? Because as we nourish them in ourselves and in our little life experience, our little circle of influence, we're bringing heaven on earth here, right now. We're making it happen. When we take action in our own little sphere of influence from love, we are embodying and co-creating the new earth. Foundation card. Craftsmanship. So foundation card, as you know, it's why we're having the reading this week. It's what we're needing to give our attention to, why this reading is happening. It's all about craftsmanship. And that's a lovely card because it's about not rushing, not throwing yourself into the deep end, but slowly and steadily building up your skill set, building up your abilities, building up your capacity to generate something amazing. So all of us know we have experience in our lives with craftsmanship. It takes time to become an adept. It takes time to become a master. You don't do it all in one day. All good things take time. It's a discipline. It's a practice. It's a showing up continually every day. And I love that this card is here because we are in a process of craftsmanship as humanity. We are in the process of becoming more than we were, of evolving, of transforming from the field of love. We're learning to hold more of this in our little human form. We're learning to let go of the limitations and the blocks and the heavy things that we've been carrying, which, are part of the human experience, but are not who we are. We've been limited by them. And those are slowly surfacing to be seen and healed and released. So this energy that we're living in right now this week is very much about coming back to, because I'm sure, we would all like the new earth to be here now. And yet there's something pretty wonderful about the process and allowing oneself to be in the process. Doing it, doing the work, being in the process of developing skills. So if you're a creative person or a musical person or someone who's familiar with this generative energy, the journey is as wonderful as the destination. I mean, that's what the Fool is all about. It's about the journey. Rather than rushing to get someplace, be here now. Enjoy the here and now. Thrive in the here and now. Savor the process of becoming. Enjoy the work. Enjoy the application of your talent, of showing up, of doing that mindfulness practice, of going for that walk in nature, loving the trees, loving the sky, loving the ground, loving those who you come in contact with. Just giving yourself permission to go to this place of right here, right now. This is where life wants me. There's nowhere else I need to be except right here, right now, doing what is before me with all of my heart, with all of my ability, and allowing that sacredness of purpose in the now moment to unfold you in ways beyond what we imagine as humanity. It's like that tapping into, in every moment, coming from a place of love, coming from a place of service, coming from a place of gratitude and appreciation. When we go there, everything is possible. We tap into this infinite field of possibility, and an infinite field of possibility powered by love is incredible. Incredible. What an incredible reading this week. It's very, very exciting. So, knowing that we are masters of creation, we know how to make things happen. Humanity is brilliant, brilliant at manifesting, at pulling things through, at generating and creating. That's how humanity has evolved to where we are now. And we are so much more. And we're continually expanding and becoming more. And when we tap into the energy of love in the present moment and craftsmanship and give ourselves permission not to rush this, but to love the process, to love the journey, because the journey is taking us to the destination that we're going to love. But giving it our all in every moment and being here now is taking us into this amazing field of infinite possibility, of generative potential, of excitement and enthusiasm. Stepping into that possibility space of how is the universe going to surprise and delight me today? And looking for the evidence of that, because where our attention goes is where our energy flows, and that's what starts to manifest in our experience. Love, gratitude, appreciation, delight, surprise, all founded on this energy of careful presence, showing up in this moment, being here now, doing what is before us with all of our heart, with a sacredness, a devotion to life, to love, to all that is. So good. Okay. Let's pull our card to grow on. Kind of want to bask in these cards a little bit longer. I'll just have to watch the recording, I guess. Speaking of, if you enjoy these recordings, please consider sharing them with others in your circle who you feel might benefit. I would be most grateful. My intention with these readings is to be a support, to provide a clearing for more love and light on the planet, and to see and affirm and evoke the highest and best in all of us so that we can rise and do what we're here to do in good ways for all of our benefit, including our own. Because when we do what we love from our hearts, what could be better? Okay, Creator, what is our card to grow on this week? What do we need to keep in our hearts and minds as we step forward this week? As we harness these energies of this time, of all the planets and fast forward momentum, this good energy that's happening right now, how do we leverage it and harness it for our good and our service to life and our love of life? Okay. Oh, our house cleaning card. Back again. Okay, Ace of Swords, force. Like I said, aces are those potential beginnings, that energy of the acorn that grows into the oak tree, that incredible possibility space. So we have another ace. This one, of course, is in the suit of air, which is the mind in action. So ideas in action. Our work this week, as we go forward, is keep cleaning it up. Keep cleaning it up. I mean, I guess this is just what's happening. This is why this card, I think it's probably, if I was to do an analysis, I would say this is the card that's come up the most in the past 2 or 3 years, and certainly the past 2 years. It's been a lot, showing up a lot. So As a lot of you know, it's also the pruning card. In our lives, where can we cut out the dead, diseased, and crossing branches of our tree of life so that we are creating more light and air, allowing more light and air to circulate in our lives? This can be material, this can be mental, it can be emotional, it can be spiritual. How do we keep ourselves clean and clear, light and resilient, so we adjust and adapt with ease? It's like letting go of what no longer serves us, clearing our plates, clearing our lives of the clutter so that our energy and our focus is not dissipated. We're able to kind of pull our focus and our will and our attention into that beautiful single-mindedness so that we don't have scattered bits of energy trailing behind us, getting caught on things and snaring us and dragging us away from the present moment. We want to be lean and mean. Not really mean, but you know what I'm saying. Lean and focused, resilient, clean and clear. Those are the energies around the card of swords, the Ace of Swords right now. So give yourself permission this coming week to just notice in your life where you might be a little bit clogged or a little bit hung up. We're coming up into spring, the energy of spring. I was just saying to my husband today, it's like my eye is seeking out the green. My eye is looking for that life-giving, bright, chlorophyll-rich green of new growth and plants and other things. I've been taking cuttings from my house plants and to root them, that kind of thing. It's like I want a lot of light, living energy around me, and even to the point of craving more greens in my diet. That's very normal. I mean, here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're going into spring, and spring is liver season. It's all about cleansing. And those chlorophyll-rich foods are great for cleansing our blood, our bodies, providing us with incredible nourishment, minerals, all that kind of good stuff. Where am I going with that? I'll pull myself in again a little. It's all about this clean and clear thing. Do you need to do start incorporating some intentionality, some craftsmanship around your health and nutrition, what you're doing for your body to be operating at your optimum best? Everything works better when we take care of ourselves, when we ally with ourselves, when we nourish ourselves in good ways, so that we have the energy and the bandwidth and the life force to do this good work, to do our craftsmanship, to show up with love. When our field is cluttered because we're toxic, we're eating things that we know we shouldn't. It's okay. We all do it. It's human. We can rein ourselves in a little bit and start again. It's okay. That's the process of being human. That's coming back in this moment with love to ourselves, what is before us, and making a different choice so that we can individually and collectively create something magnificent together. So our card to grow on is this clean and clear card, this pruning card, this cleaning it up. This card is the sword. Once one applies the sword, it kind of cuts away the dead wood, and that's it. It's final. It's pretty intentional. So there's that quality of intentional application of your attention, your focus, and your will to clean things up for your good. That's our card to grow on this week. Oh boy, that was great. Okay. So, coming back to this present moment, nice deep breath. Dropping into this beautiful body, your beautiful heart, this beautiful field of energy that is you. Knowing that you are the one driving this bus. You are the one making the choices in every moment for your good. And knowing that you have the opportunity in every moment to change your mind and do it differently and choose love. Choose reverence, choose the sacred, choose to ally with yourself and with life and with the energy of love, to be a clearing for more goodness, more beauty, more service, more appreciation, more love on the planet. Creator, this is your daughter Titania. I want to thank you for this opportunity to once again do these readings of the week. I ask that you be with each and every one of us as we journey through this week, as we embrace our craftsmanship, coming home to our hearts, to love in every moment, knowing that in every present moment we are creating a beautiful future. Help us to remember, to look, to be surprised and delighted by creation, by the beauty that surrounds us, by nature, by all the good that surrounds us. Help us to be mindful of all these good things and to know that we are the masterful creators, that we stand on the shoulders of masterful creators, those who came before us, created the circumstances so that we find ourselves where we are, and we are creating the circumstances for the next generation. So let us do it with heart, with love, with kindness, with clarity, with wisdom, easily releasing that which no longer serves us and moving nimbly and blithely forward into more light and love and beauty and well-being for ourselves and for everyone. Thank you to all those who helped to hold the space today. And thank you to you for being here once again and adding your energy to these readings. The energy is picking up, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you who participates every week. Thank you. Much love and light. And I'll look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a fabulous week of crafting your world. Much love. Bye.